And Swensen, you talk about the roller coaster of a weekend. On Friday, he majors let me try that again. He majors Takara at Utah Valley. Then on Sunday, they go into sudden victory, and he gets caught, and Jared Hill pins him.
Yeah, knowing Cael, he didn't take lightly to what happened, and he, that was tough for the team. Really couldn't have gone worse. He really had a great motor in that overtime. He was pushing the pace. He was moving the guy, and to go from possibly getting 3 points for your team to making a 9-point swing, getting pinned in overtime. But yeah, Morton's no slouch. Some rankings have him 29. He's ironically a Minnesota guy that these guys have some experience together, being from the same club. Swensen a year older, but Morton will be in the match, right? He's not going to concede positions, and these guys they're a little bit familiar with each other. I wouldn't say they're friendly and friends and close, but they've been around the same clubs and the same coaches and know some of the same things. So
Morton, a 3-time Minnesota State champion, actually went to Sibley East High School in Arlington, Minnesota, which is about a 15-mile drive east from Winthrop, small town of 1,300 that he grew up in.
It's kind of been Morton pushing the pace. Good hips from Swensen thus far. We'd like to see Cael get to his stuff where he's moving and getting side to side, getting to that hard double and big finishes.
And it is worth noting, too, some would ask, well, how does a guy like Morton end up at CBU? Well, his brother was a wrestler at CBU, cousin, a soccer player at CBU. And actually, mom and dad were both athletes at Northwestern State in Louisiana.
Okay.
So very athletic background he comes from.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm Cael Swensen, I think I got to fire off an attack here. We might be looking at getting a stall call against you, because Morton's been really firing them from space, double legs, underhook to high C, sweep singles, kind of the whole gamut. Cael, someone's also that gets better as the match goes. He fires one off there, edge of the mat. Action call offered by the referee. Doesn't want to insert himself in the match. Too early. 1 minute in the first period.
And you mentioned Morton, again, which polls you go with. He's ranked in a couple, just outside the rankings in a couple others. And he's had decision losses to Ty Waters from West Virginia, who's 6th in the country. Catrabone from Michigan, top 20. Nationally ranked guys from Ohio and Stanford as well.
Waterfall position for Morton. This would be, again, a timely takedown for Cal Baptist. He steps to Turk. If he gets Turk, this could get challenging for Cael. Cael's keeping his heel on the mat. There, Turk is secured. That can't be 3 because Cael has his foot. It can't be 3. They're really passionate about 3, but it can't be 3 with his foot caught behind. It just can't be 3. They're actually lucky that the ref let him wrestle it that long.
He's got the brick in his hand.
If he really thought it was 3, he'd throw the brick. And he just doesn't have full control. He has one of his legs using it for the Turk, and the other one's not in the mat, so he can't move and control the wrestler. So good call by the ref, and they're back on the mat with some action with Swensen choosing bottom. And this is always challenging when I watch this, because good choice by Cael. So he's in on a leg, but he was still in bottom position. So do you really want to work all that time to get a reversal and let the guy accumulate more riding time? So a great decision, in my opinion, to clear out of the position, get back to his feet. Riding time stays at 17 seconds, and looking like this match is going to be settled with whoever can get the first takedown, to be honest. Impressive action from Morton so far. He's been kind of the guy pushing the pace, but no stall calls given, not really anything from that point. But in my opinion, it's kind of been Morton's action, and this is where you usually see Cael kind of start to turn up the action, right? And you mentioned it. He had most recent bout was an overtime bout, so we know he's comfortable going in deep waters and wrestling. So he's calm and composed as we watch him right now.
Yeah, I think at this point, everything he dealt with last year with that torn ACL is long since in the rearview mirror.
And there's a stall call offered against Swensen. We're going to find ourselves nearly in the exact same position. Swensen's holding on to that foot, splitting his legs. He actually has the leg split, so he's not going to be able to step Turk. You got to be careful of danger position if you're Cael. It's close. They're right at 90. Not going to be enough time to get swipes for that danger or a takedown.
Settled too, but Swensen making sure that other shoulder didn't get on the back of the mat.
Yeah, so now Swensen has a stall call against him. Morton choosing down. Ride out for the period would win the match for Swensen.
Eric Eckerman said, I'm taking that. Love being able to see the coaches' reactions in real time.
Now you got to be cognizant of that stall call if you're Cael. Because of that stall call in the rear standing position, you got to work to return immediately. And then that drop down call, right? You hear the ref calling, that's for that drop down stalling. That would be pretty detrimental. Right now, riding time working into Swensen's favor. No rolls. He says reversal. Okay, so now it's got to be a focus if you're Swensen to get to your feet here, and then it's no business. No worries in the reversal, but Rideout wins the match for Morton. Reversal again, though, makes it so now Swensen is...
It was nicely done.
Yeah. Stall call, gotta have that in his head. He's not, that's very smart wrestling. Takes the count as deep as he can. Then he just covers with his knees.
Keeping those toes in the
Keeping those
circle.
toes in. That's just wrestling, right? Smart wrestling. So now you're in a position if you're Cael Swensen, so he gets reversed here. He's able to get the reversal later on right here. I wouldn't do that again, right? 35 seconds is not a ton of time to be rolling around the mat. So Cael Swensen, ride out, you win. If it comes down to it, can't give up a stall call in rear standing position. You give up the escape 3-3, go settle it on in the overtimes. He's been there before.
35 seconds will feel like a lifetime here.
Can't be a stall call because the hand's on the mat. Now that his hand's off the mat, you gotta be follows the roll position. You're gonna see Cael keep behind there. You're gonna see him hold as long as he can that ankle pin back.
Morton's got to go here.
Yep, got 15 seconds. Another roll from Morton. If he breaks flat, this is gonna be match. One, no swipes. Cael Swensen grinds one out for the Jackrabbits. Good effort for Morton, to be honest, man.
Both those guys are exhausted right now.
Yeah.